Good morning, welcome back. City of Hull 10k. PB wrote all over it. So we're going for it today. Current PB 43.30. So we're going to be having it today. Apologies for wind, if you can hear a bit of wind. Try and walk backwards. It's like less windy. So yeah, we're absolutely going to be ripping it up today. I've had a heavy, I don't know if you look on my Strava, probably every 4, 5, 6 weeks. Been building mileage, had a marathon in there. Yeah, we've not focused too much on speed as of late. A couple of speed sessions last week, but other than that, we've not done much. We've just been building mileage, so I've had to have quite a few days off this week just to make sure I was fresh for this. Didn't want to be. I did a speed session, a threshold session on Monday. Legs felt stiff as out. The alarm bells were ringing then, so we're yeah, a few days off. Make sure I'm fresh. Not done much this week. Been on weights, chucking a bit of steel about. Make sure I'm rocking up nice and fresh for this. Feeling good to go. Hull though, don't come to Hull very often. When I do, there's a bit of a joke up north. Best thing about Hull, it's road out there. And when I think of it, the only thing I ever come to Hull for is to get on ferry. I have to do a mini cruise, and that's straight out of there. So I'll go into Hull, straight back out. But it says online as well, they're going to have a lovely tour around all the sites of Hull. We'll be just going around a roundabout and then road out of there by the sounds of it. I don't know where nice sites are. It's a bit of a joke. I'm proud to be from up north. I'm sure there's some lovely sites in Hull. Well, there's a few pubs. One of my old workmates is going to be here today. Jack. If you're watching Jack, you know who you are. I had a look on Jack's Strava. And on Jack's Strava, my 5k time's better than his. And my half marathon time's better than his. But his 10k time, getting lost here, is better than mine. And we're at a 10k race today. And I'm probably going to be bumping into Jack. Because our times are fairly similar. So I'm going to do my best to hang on to him. So I'm hoping he's going to tow me around. The last bit is about a minute quicker on his 10k time. Where have you done that? Where have you done that? But yeah, we're going to look for Jack at start and hold on to him. So we're just walking into Race Village a bit now. Find some toilets. Had a bit of hydration before start. Now we're going like a racehorse. It's going to be dribbling down side of my leg mid-race. We're not stopping. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. We've got bodies, we've got people, not bodies, keep saying bodies. We've got people. I've got a serial killer on brain. That's what happens when you come to Hull. Right, we're going to get round here. We're going to go and find a toilet. We get warmed up. We'll find my mate Jack. Don't ever scheme a dead leg. You know, so he don't beat me. I don't have to drop my bag. Or not, I could do a bag drop. Yeah, I think we might do. I've done a bag drop before. They always worry me doing bag drops. Will anybody be going in it? I don't know. But yeah. We're going through my bag. I've got padlocks. That'll help. Right, toilets. We found toilets. Not taking you in for obvious reasons. I'll let you know. Let you know what trapdoor's like. Not too bad at Portaloo, to be fair. It's 8:30, an hour before the start of the race, so I'm not expecting to be dirty, but you never know, we are in Hull. Now it is windy today. Got nip on a bit. Now I've come down here for a bit of peace and quiet for a minute. Not that they're all being noisy. I like to do this, just compose myself for a little bit. We are going to drop bag in a minute, get warmed up and get after it, because it's the fucking real deal today. I need to get this PB because I love the 10k and I love looking at my watch and I love smashing PBs, but all year, all the races I've done, they've all been PB attempts. We've been getting after it, we've been absolutely hammering it. And I want to have a couple of races where it's not about the PB, it's about a different sort of challenge. I think I've got some other races coming in where it's going to be about grit and determination. You know, there's some really hilly stuff that I've got booked in. You know, like there's a 10-mile trail run I've got booked in. I'm never going to get a PB on there because, not that I'm not going to be trying, but it's going to be massively hilly and undulating, and you know, that's just about getting through it. I've got a few nice challenges coming up as well, so you'll see them. I might chuck another couple of marathons in there. Obviously I'd presume marathons could be PBs because I've only done one. But yeah, I don't want to be focusing too much on my watch. We're still chasing sub 20. That's one that we're not letting go. We've got some speed work coming in to get that done, so we're still going to be chasing sub 20. But yeah, I'm going to leave the 10k road races for a little bit. Might pop in and out of marathon as well. I'm going to do a few fun things as well, just to keep it going up here. You can go mad all the time if you're just going for PBs, but we'll be back at the 10k again. Just going to have a couple of months where we're not looking at the watch all the time. They're not going to be, you know, so you're flat out all the time. Training that has to go into it all the time, and for a PB, wind, apologies. But yeah, we've got urinals here. I was going to say I'm a big fan of these. Sounds weird. It's not that sort of channel. I mean, at running races, you just normally see portaloos, quicker ins and outs there. It sounds even weirder when I say it like that. But you'll see queues for these now. Look decent. About half an hour, 20 minutes before it start, that queue is going to be, it's going to be absolutely even, like a festival in here. And having urinals like that, bang on, good idea. More running races should have it. Just means you're in and out. I don't care if it sounds wrong, that's what I mean. Yeah. So we still need to get warmed up. I heard there was a delay to start a race, but I don't think there is. 8:40 now, starts at half 9. But yeah, we do need to get warmed up, get that heart rate up, get some strides blasted in. Warm up done, strides done, heart rate nice and high. We're going to go over to the start now. Show you at the start, there's absolutely thousands of people there, it's absolutely buzzing. These city races like this, these run for all ones, absolutely banging. Okay, let's have a look at the start. Then we got legged over then, that'd have been nice. Nice little injury, look at this, look. Got to make his way through that chaos now, get to the front.
Inspiring our community, millions of people across the world, Rob alongside his family took the decision to open their doors to show how the disease impacted on people of motor neurone disease. He was for a minute's applause, a moment to celebrate the life of Rob Burrow. We are underway for the start of the Hull 10K to 2024. If you're along the side.
So, go. This is the start of the Hull 10K. And I started a little bit further forward than what I normally would do. You can see just in the right hand corner there, guy with 40 minute pacer. You know, I'm nowhere near there. We're looking at a sub 43. PB is currently a 43.30, so I started close then. The reason I did is because last time I started bang on in place, there's a lot of people out of position, and I got a really slow start at Lincoln one, just jostling behind people, and I didn't want that to happen here. So I started a little bit further forward, and I was happy for, you know, these lot of people to come past me. I'm giving people plenty of room. I just wanted to get a clean start, which I did. Just going up this first bit here, slightly uphill here. This was probably about the only really hilly bit on it, and I wouldn't even really class this as hilly. I think the total elevation on the course was about 12 metres, you know, up at 10k. So yeah, nothing at all. Going over this bridge, and then that was pretty much it. So yeah, at this point, got settled in fairly early. I think we were doing about a 4-minute kilometre pace. Yeah, but then we just managed to rein it back in, and I was looking for anything between 4:15 and about 4:20. So yeah, just trying to keep it, just had to slow it down a little bit, got it in range, and I think about here we got it in range, settled in nice and early, I'd done a decent warm-up, plenty of strides, so I felt really comfortable pretty much straight away. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this kilometre, and I'll pick you up in kilometre 2. And we're just going through kilometre 1 now, really happy with that, got it boxed off in 4 minutes 17. I'm aiming for, like I said, anywhere from 4:15 to 4:20. I believe if I average a 4:20, that gets me where I need to be. That's going to get me a new PB. So 4:17, job done. Really enjoyed that first kilometre. Felt really comfortable. I mean, if you listen to Onboard on where I'm going for sub 20 attempts a couple of videos ago, breathing's completely different to this, and it's crazy. Just a matter of 16, 17, 18 seconds different per kilometre makes a massive difference. You know, I was still going at a fairly decent pace. It was just about on my limit here for a 10k. But yeah, I was feeling pretty comfortable still at this point. Nice. I've never really done a 10k run where you're doing this. You know, you're going through housing estates, bit of an industrial estate, and in a bit as we get through, you'll see we'll go through a city centre. Really actually enjoyed this course. It does start getting a bit twisty and things like that. Different surfaces, different types of roads and paths and cobbles and things like that, and that does throw me off a little bit. I feel like you lose your rhythm a little bit. But I actually enjoyed this course. These sections as well, just going through different villages, people coming out, waving and shouting. Not necessarily shouting, but yeah, just enjoying all runners coming through. Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, decent kilometre. I enjoyed this second one as well. Again, I'll let you watch the rest of it again, and then I'll pick you up as we complete this kilometre going into next kilometre. That is the second kilometre down, water station as well. I checked in there, grabbed myself a little water. I'd never really pick water up on a 10k unless it's easy for me to get. I don't like it to cost me any time. They were handing it out, you know, they were holding it in their hand like that. There were no one else in front of me. I was not losing any time, so I thought I'd grab one. We're a bit like if you've seen Kipchoge running his record-breaking marathons, and he's got bottle Klaus there, you know, and holding bottle for him. I felt a little bit like that then. They were holding it for me, made a bit of eye contact, they knew that bottle was mine, boom, I'm taking it, and managed to even land it in Biffa bin this time as well. Didn't miss. In Lincoln I was missing all of at the shop, so yeah, me shooting, 3-pointers, I were on point. But yeah, this bit, loved it, going through housing estate, felt decent. Second kilometre we boxed it off at the same time. You probably saw, put split times up at 4:17. Lovely guy with hose pipe, he gave me a nod to see if it were alright. I gave him a nod back. Yeah, he drenched me with his hose. Sounds weird. This bit here, as we're coming down here, now this, I didn't like this section, absolutely. It was blowing a gale, it was going proper against me, it wind, didn't like it at all. I don't know, it just unsettled me a little bit. It is what it is though, it's part of, you know, running and you know, different sections at different course, but I was glad to get this bit behind me. Again, I'll pick you up at next kilometre, let you have a look what's going on. So kilometre 3, we got through that one in 4:23. Just slowed down a little bit on there, quite a few seconds, and I think it was this open section where I'm coming through here, and the wind was just blowing against me. It just made it that much more difficult, and I just didn't want to push through it, and I just took my foot off at gas just a little bit. I started to get a little bit of fatigue in my legs, no major, but with 10k there's a little bit of pacing involved as well. I didn't want to, you know, have a napper out like that, but it was just a bit harder with wind coming towards me, and I just thought I'll let my foot off at gas just a little bit. Looking back now, probably a little bit of a mistake to back off as much as I did. So like I said, that one was done in a 4:23. And yeah, it was blowing me all over a little bit. It were a bit tough there. I see a few people are coming past me because they were probably evenly pacing it, and I just dropped back a few seconds there. But again, slightly downhill this bit. Rather than banking time, I should have sped up and banked some time here. I didn't. I had a breather, but it is what it is. Into this section, doubling back on our ends. These are obviously slower runners coming the other way, faster runners going my way, and then yeah, we're going back on our end from where we've come. Again, I'll pick you up at next kilometre. Kilometre 4 done in 4 minutes 33. This was the slowest kilometre so far. I were a little bit disappointed. I remember looking at my watch at that one. I thought, right, we've got a decision to make here. We either keep going at this pace or we turn it up a little bit. I think at this point, I don't want to say struggling, but I'd started to settle into a slower pace. Maybe when I'm doing a 10k, when I'm training, this is sometimes the pace that I'm going at. Maybe a tempo pace, so that I sort of get used to the 4:30 pace. And I just thought, no, we need to, we need to get going. At this point, I've realised I've not had enough recovery, but we need to feel a bit of pain. Unfortunately, you can't go around trying to set PBs or going for big threshold runs and not getting any pain. So I started to turn it back up again here, and then I got this section, my favourite section, where wind's blowing against me. Come on. It was still blowing, it was still going a bit mad, but I thought, come on, let's get this done now. It's serious, you know. We're cracking on to halfway point in race. I was looking at my watch. I desperately needed to make sure I was doing a sub 22 in this first 5k. So yeah, it got a bit serious. A couple of people here, that girl and that guy in red, I started to hang on to them. They were going at a sort of pace that I wanted to live with. So yeah, I hung on to them. Again, I'll let you. We'll have a little look. This section was all nice, going up and over bridges and that sort of stuff. This was pretty cool. I think the deep's just a little bit up here or to the left or somewhere around here as well. But yeah, nice section this. It was quite a nice touch going over all different bridges and stuff like that. Pretty decent. I'll pick you up at next kilometre. There we go, 5k split done in 21:58. I was happy when I seen that. I mean, I ideally needed it to be quicker than that, but the latest I could check in through there were 22 minutes, so yeah, managed to squeeze it in. And the 1 kilometre split for the 5k and the 5th kilometre, sorry, were a 4:28. So previous one were a 4:33, so we turned it up 5 seconds. I was sort of, that's not where I needed to be. I still needed to be faster, but I rapid. I thought, right, slow progress, but we need to turn it up again a bit more now. It had got a bit easier. This bit of tarmac that I'm on here, a lot smoother. It were all right. I enjoyed running this section. Kid in red there that I said that I rang him with, he's there. I think that girl's somewhere near us as well. They were pretty decent pace. Them, I were happy to hang with them for quite a while. And yeah, we're going through these different city sections. It were nice. I mean, I've never really been round the centre of Hull or out like that. Could all people out here. These were amazing. This section were really good. You're going to go straight through here. All shops, restaurants, cafes, whatever. People sat outside cheering them, but it was nice. And do you know what? It makes a difference there. It does make a difference. You're out here on your own doing a training session. You're not going to find that extra second sometimes, but when you know, when the people shouting, clapping and doing all that sort of nice stuff, yeah, it makes a bit of a difference. So yeah, uphill this little bit here, but yeah, just have to put hammer down a little bit. Not too much, there weren't much hilly stuff going on, but again, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the kilometre. I'll pick you up at next one. And 6 kilometres down, that kilometre of 4:21, nice, I were happy with that. Here comes the girl. I'd been with these two for a couple of k now, Kid in red and this girl here, she both decent runners, but yeah, I was just sort of trading places with them a little bit. They were winning front for a bit than I was, and yeah, it was whether we were meaning to do that or not, but we were sort of towing each other along for a bit, which was decent. This section again, all nice, look at all people, like brilliant, honestly. But yeah, 4:21 this one. I banked a bit of time just at end at 5th kilometre. There were a nice downhill bit going under a bridge, and I thought, you know, I'd not banked any time in other downhill bit. I took a breather, so in that one I just put hammer down a bit on downhill bit, banked a bit of time as well, so that were alright. With a cash back. So yeah, lovely. Got it back to 4:21. Really happy with that. Really happy with that kilometre. Started to feel good in this one. Felt good in this kilometre. Nice section, made a difference. Lots of cheers going on. So yeah, I'll pick you up at next kilometre. But here we go. Past Cathedral, through the city centre. Nice bit this. Kilometre 7, down in 4:25. A little bit disappointed to see the 4:25 there, but it is what it is. Managed to pick up an electrolyte. This is the first race I've been at where they're actually handing out electrolytes, so it's the first one that I've known. They might have done it in other ones and I'd just not realised, but there were first few people had electrolytes, second lot of people had water, so I grabbed some electrolytes. Again, I wouldn't normally in a 10k, but if I can do it and not lose any time, I'm all over it. Grab some, had a few swigs in Biffa bin, and then we were just going back through the city centre again. Nice. This is the point in the 10k race where I start thinking about how much have I got left in tank.
when am I going to start winding it up a little bit, and what my sort of plan is to get it sort of smashed out in. Do I start pushing? Do I turn it up in 7 or 8 or 9? And at this point, I would just coast along. I was thinking, I started daydreaming a little bit. You see, I've got these 2 runners here, but I felt like I was in no man's land a little bit. I think these caught me up. I'd been napping a little bit at this bit, thinking too much about my strategy. So yeah, not an ideal kilometre. I'll meet you in the next one. So kilometre 8 running 4:31, really disappointed with that. I'd not really struggled in kilometre 7, took that electrolyte on, trying to come up with a bit of a battle plan in my head how I'm going to sort of execute rest at race, and ended up going slower. So yeah, I started to, right, let's start pulling people back a little bit now, let's start grabbing older people, not literally, but let's start hanging on to people. That guy in cap, I think I ended up going till end with him, or he ends up hanging around with a bit. He was going at a decent pace. But yeah, we'll just, now I'd stop looking at, oh, how nice is everybody coming out and clapping, and looking at everybody coming at it. We're getting to the business end of things now. So yeah, here we're starting to turn it up a little bit. We need to get back on to at least them 4:25s. This woman comes past, she's got a bit of speed. I start trying to hang on to her a little bit. Bit of an hairpin bend here, and then we start going. We're starting to turn it up a little bit now. I'll see you in the next kilometre. So kilometre 9, 4:25. We pulled a bit of pace about previous one. We're a 4:31. Disappointed with that. So yeah, 4:25. Just starting to wind it up a little bit, but now we were starting to go. My plan was, I didn't feel like I had too much left in the tank, so I didn't want to start really turning it up in, with 2 kilometres to go. I pulled it back a little bit, at 9th kilometre, but now we're turning it up. You can see I'm going to start picking people off. We are definitely turning it up a little bit now. This is pretty much, I don't want to say I didn't do it's not everything I've got, but I need to make sure I string this along for a whole kilometre. I don't want to fall short at line. So yeah, I'm just gradually increasing that pace. You can see we're taking them one by one. Some people do a 400-metre sprint, 1 kilometre sprint, 1.5, and I tend to do different in different races. Sometimes I'll just go all out for 400 metres, but here I wanted to have a fast kilometre. So yeah, we're just taking people back now. We are coming round the home straight now as well, as you'll see in a few seconds. And got a couple of guys here, and I'm going to bring you home. So yeah, this were a great race. I started looking at my watch here, and I'm thinking, is it on? Is it on? Is it on? 43:30, is it on? And about this sort of point, I looked down and I realised it's not on. The PB is not on, but we're not a million miles away, so let's keep it going. Don't worry about it. It's been a tough course. It's been twisty. It's not been, it's not been ideal. It's not an excuse. It's just, it was me as well, but the course weren't. The thing is, where I did my PB in Lincoln, pancake flat, really easy. This has had loads of turns, but forget Lincoln, we're in Hull. This is home straight, and we're absolutely going for it. We're turning it up here. We are absolutely leaving nothing on table. This is everything that I've got. Crowds out, everybody's clapping, everybody's cheering. I'm looking at watch. Get it under 44, get it under 44. That's all I'm thinking about now. We're going for it. There's a sprinter going off there. I didn't have much more left. This guy's pulling away. I'm trying to reel him in. There were another few metres I'd have had him, but boom, off at line there we go. 43:48. We're happy with it.
Nice shiny medal. Tank lad. What time did you get?
I was just doing it now. This is me.
We went to war. I got 43:03.
This is Jack, who I was telling you about at the start. Didn't see him.
You know why? I got stuck back. I started, at 55 minutes.
Did you?
Behind that pace, mate. I had to fucking.
I had a look on your Strava before we went.
Yeah.
I'm faster than you in 5k and half marathon, but you're quite a bit faster than me
What
in
did you get?
10k. I didn't get a PB, so I was trying to find you to hang on to you.
I didn't get a PB.
I got 43. My watch said 43:50, but I think it might have been 43:03.
Yeah.
So you finished in front of me.
Yeah.
Fucking
well,
hell.
behind you though. That's the thing. 'Cause I started that far back.
Did you come past me?
No. didn't.
You must have done.
No, well, I didn't see you.
Oh, because of your chip time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Who's that up there, Jack? Do you know any history about Hull? You know that. You know that is up there, mate.
That's William Wilberforce.
William.
Wilberforce.
Wow, William Wilberforce. What's he famous for?
Abolishing slavery.
Abolishing slavery. Ah, thank you.
Actually visited us out
Oh, so
over in High Street. They've turned it into a museum.
is he in? I'll get his foot kettle on. Cheers. William Wilberforce abolished slavery. Jack, tell us your time.
42:36.
Are you happy?
I'm fucking buzzing with it.
Don't say fuck or bugger, Jack.
We don't swear on these videos.
Oh, we do. Look at that, it start, look. Start and finish. Absolutely buzzing.
Did we empty the tank, lad?
Jack, we absolutely emptied the tank, mate. Didn't get a PB today, but we're all good with it. But yeah,
Slightly off the PB.
Jack's got some vapor flies on. He's absolutely buzzing with them.
Recommendation. Yeah.
Top rate. Come on, Nike, send us some money. So decent race. Decent race. No PB though. Bumped into Jack, as you've seen. He finished behind me, but he finished faster than me. So just waiting right starting place. Yeah, and Jack rocked up at last minute, but there we go. He's a very good lad, fast lad, going to be a good runner. Hopefully do a bit of training with him soon. But yeah, this race, so well happy with performance. Didn't get a PB time. It was about 43:49, I believe, on my watch. But to be honest, no PB, but I'm alright with it. I don't think my performance has dropped off since the last 10k race in Lincoln. I'd say it was just a little bit course related. It was very twisty, this one, and there were loads of cobbles in sections. There might have been a few seconds in it. I could have been able to go a little bit faster maybe, but I'm not gonna, you know, have a sort of 50 seconds, have a sort of 20 seconds slower than my PB on a very, very twisty course. I can live with that. I'm all right with that. Definitely not gonna beat myself up about it. It is what it is. It'd have been nice to go a bit faster, but yeah, considering the week that I've had, you know, I've had a few days off this week, but I did a threshold run on Monday. Absolutely was shot after 5k. I were in trouble basically. Didn't want to write it on my Strava. I'd done my 10k pace and a 5k run, and I were in big trouble. My legs were stiff as out. I needed some rest. Took a bit of advice from my old mate Wado. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, that rested me up and just about got me fit to do this today. But previously I'd done some speed sessions. I still did another 50k last week. Week before I'd done a marathon, still did 50k that week. So it's been tough. And then if you look at my Strava, if you go back past 5-6 weeks, I've been building and building and building. I've not really focused too much on this race. Maybe I should have done. But that is what it is. You learn, and that's what I've got to do. So when I've got a race booked in, and I'm in business at that race, I need to take it a little bit more seriously in terms of recovery. But I'm fine. I think, could I have got a PB? Yeah, I potentially could have got a PB with more rest and been a bit more sensible with stuff. But you know, you have to learn from these things. I'm certainly not disappointed with that time. I'm still in 43s. That's still rapid. You know, I'm more than happy with that. I've rocked up, right attitude, done what I need to do. I've just made a few mistakes with recovery, I think. But the course didn't help. I mean, it is a fast course. I'm not disputing that. It's definitely a fast course, but it was twisty, and in a lot of sections, you were running on cobbles, which felt like I'm on Coronation Street. So yeah, that bit where it's like I just kept losing not balance, my rhythm, just lose rhythm a bit. Look at medal. Always a decent medal. I like these medals, these Run For All medals. Goodie bag, got an electrolyte, bag of crisps, Kit Kat. All good, all that good stuff. So yeah, if I'm honest, I'm glad it's out of the way. I've had a lot of looking at me watch these races recently, PBing all the time, and you know, when that's part of running, you're going for a PB, you're absolutely smashing it in. That's what you want to be doing. But I want to have a bit of fun now. I've built up this level of fitness, this speed ability. You know, 20 minutes in 5k, 43 minutes and a bit of change in 10k, 98 minutes in half marathon, 3 hour 56 in full marathon. I want to go and have some fun, so I'm going to do some hilly trail runs where, you know, I can just concentrate on getting after it, getting job done, enjoy myself a little bit. So for next week, I've got an absolute corker. You're gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be a good video next week. Well, I think it's gonna be a video. It's gonna be tough. There's certainly not gonna be a PB. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be a 10k. That's all I'm telling you. But it's gonna be brutal. You're gonna see blood, sweat, and some tears. Might be a bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any more than that. It's brutal, blood, sweat, and tears. So come along for next week. It's gonna be 10k. But yeah, thanks very much for coming to Hull. Some lovely sights of Hull here, look. Look at that. It's a bit like ocean in Barbados. Nah, but yeah, city of Hull. Thank you for the 10k. Listen, thanks very much for coming along to Hull 10k. Genuinely appreciate it, and thank you for all the support that I've been getting on channel lately. Loads of likes, loads of new subbers, loads of comments. Hit me up on Strava, we're on Insta as well, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Wherever you are on your running journey, or your training journey, or you're just here for, you know, banter. But thanks very much for coming along, I really appreciate it. As ever, don't miss your training, don't miss your workout, lace up and empty the tank.